Today we are going to actually update you guys on some of Brian's favorite pets. As you all know, it's been almost 2 years now since he's been here, but we've been diligently doing a lot of work and taking care of all of these animals, and we thought we would give you guys an update. And what better one to start with than his favorite girl, Ivy. And as you can see, she has grown tremendously in the last couple years. It's really crazy how much size she's put on, but I will tell you what, her demeanor has not changed a bit. As you can see, she's still sweet as ever, loves people, and is very, very interesting and aware of what is going on. Not all anacondas have her great disposition and cool personality. We just love her so much, and I can't wait to see just how much bigger she's gonna get. And let me tell you, one of Brian's favorite things to do would just be come and sit in her enclosure with her and actually just spend time, and she would just crawl all over him, much like she's doing to me right now. Just kind of curious and sniffing and spending time together. And let me tell you what, I can see why Brian liked to do that thing, because how cool is it to be able to spend time and just hang out with such an amazing creature. Just looking back at some of those old footages of how small she used to be, and we thought she was huge back then. Look at this. I mean, this is insane to me, the girth that she has and the weight. I know I want to spend more time with this girl because I see exactly what Brian saw in doing that. And honestly, I know he would be doing this exact same thing right now, for sure. It's just crazy how big she is. Like, that's just insane to me. And definitely one of Brian's favorites would have been Night Fury. If you guys remember from day one, this gorgeous animal was definitely a top for him. And why wouldn't it be, right? There's not every day that you can see such a beautiful animal. He's pretty rare to begin with, and the fact now that he's gotten so big, obviously he's a male, so he's not gonna get as big as some of our females, but he is a really good size. And let me tell you something, the upgrade he's got since moving here to Legacy, he's loving this cage, and he's doing a lot better too. Like, he's one that went back and forth whether he wanted to be messed with or not, because males sometimes do that. Females are pretty rock solid temperament wise, but sometimes males can get a little funny. But ever since he's moved over here at Legacy, his demeanor has changed and been so good. Like, honestly, he loves coming out and interacting with people. And let me tell you what, who wouldn't love to hold and interact with such an awesome, amazing animal? He is one of the most beautiful snakes I think I've ever seen. Would you like to pet him? Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, this is Night Fury. Hell yeah. Good job.
And guys, of course, one of Brian's favorite animals is Drogo, the two-toed sloth. Drogo here is super special to us because he was actually our first mammal. So I look at all the other mammals like Javi and Lilo and Stitch, you know, and they all started out with this guy here. When Brian and I got the idea, like, all right, let's get a sloth, I went like absolutely sloth crazy. And I cannot tell you how many hours I spent in Lori's office crying and begging for her to finally say yes to the sloth, because Brian wasn't the hard one, it was Lori. So obviously once we got Lori to finally say yes, me and Brian, we found the sloth we wanted. We went down, I got to meet Drogo first, and then we actually didn't get him for a couple months still after that. We had to still build his beautiful room, and I don't know if you guys remember that process, but even that was crazy.
All right, so the deal is we got the tree here. Obviously it doesn't fit through the door that way. It doesn't fit through the door this way. We can't bend it, so the idea is that we're gonna try to swoop this end out here, scrape it over here, and hopefully be able to maneuver this top in. I think that there's, I mean, I don't know.
We've come so far since then of all the things that we learned, how we take care of mammals, the interactions, and of course we still love our OG original boy. And of course, since we got Drogo as an adult, you know, I didn't really get to see him grow up. He was this size when we got him. It honestly gave me a lot of information and tools on how to be able to raise up Lilo. Lilo was an amazing experience to watch her go from a baby to like such a beautiful adult sloth now that we didn't get with Drogo. But again, at the end of the day, Drogo is still that amazing stepping stone for teaching us all the cool stuff that we know. And guys, keep in mind, a lot of you ask, you know, like, why did Drogo stay over here? Why didn't Drogo get to go across the street? Drogo is a very, very unique sloth. He likes what he likes, and it's not really a lot of stuff, and he does not really want to be around all of those people. It's loud, the kids are screaming. Lilo thrives in that type of stuff, where Drogo, he's more of just like a chill dude. He likes it over here by himself. He still gets to see the birthday parties, the field trips, the private tours and stuff when they come over, but I do not think that he wants to see the thousands of people at least.
Alright, and this video could not be complete without getting out Black Beauty. Check her out. This is a Brazilian black. From what I've heard, this spider really helped Brian get over his fear of arachnids. And I heard that this spider has also been on a lot of people's faces, and tons of guests have held her over the years. She's super cool. You can see she's just kind of walking around, hanging out. This is a really big tarantula, so obviously this invokes a lot of fear in people, but there's nothing to worry about, and we absolutely love having them here as part of our animal ambassadors.
All right, guys, of course, we're gonna talk about some of Brian's favorite animals. Elvis is gonna be top tier, right?
This is up there for sure. You know, there's always those lists of top 5 favorite animals, but then it turned into top 25. This is the top 25 for sure.
I mean, he's such a special animal. We were so fortunate to get him from Kevin over at Nerd, and Brian just he was obsessed with Elvis because he's a one-of-a-kind animal. To have such an amazing guy with such an amazing disposition, and as you guys can see from the show, honestly, he is doing so good over here at Legacy. He is a huge animal ambassador. You guys use him in the shows all the time, right?
Absolutely, yes. So he does the show at least twice a week, and that's without any enrichment or just opening the enclosure like we used to do and letting him kind of walk around. Obviously here we don't just like let him roam with so many people, but definitely the show is like, he is the focus. I think Brian has said it so many times before that like this lizard in particular has changed so many people's perspective on giant lizards, because everyone thinks like Komodo dragons, they think they're scary. And then we look at Elvis and he is just the biggest baby, and anything that happens with Elvis is generally an accident. It's our own mistakes that we make, like the beautiful scar on my face. But that's just another good story that we have with Elvis, because he is so good.
He is just such an amazing animal. You can see he's thriving, he's doing great. He's pretty much adult size.
Yeah.
So really he's just gonna maintain what he is right now. He really shouldn't be getting any bigger, but we're hoping to have lots and lots more days. And yep, he's giving us the gift that keeps on giving.
Clean up on aisle middle.
Oh, he's coming for you. He's coming for you.
Look at that.
There he is.
Wow, he got heavy.
I bet he did, I swear. It's crazy. So obviously you guys know this is Bowser, and he's been around for so long. Again, one of Brian's top favorites, right?
Yeah, he's up there.
So he's growing, he's doing good, right, Mark?
Yeah, I bet he's 121 pounds. He definitely gained a few lbs since being over here. All he wants to do is eat, and I always like, when we have leftover food from something, we'll do it right in front of people, and everybody thinks he's the coolest thing. I gotta readjust here. Holy crap.
He is bigger than your entire torso.
Dude, he's huge.
He really
Nobody
has.
believes how heavy he is. He's heavy. Oh, my forearm
And
is.
that's cool, Mike, and that's why I wanted you to lift him up. I know you're working hard, but you can't really appreciate how big and how cool he is when he's under the water, right?
Yeah. My forearm's cramping. It's hard to hold him now. I don't want to get my toes.
When we first got him, it wasn't that big of a deal, but like as he's growing, it definitely gets harder.
Look at that face. Ah, the beast. I love this turtle so much. I'm so happy that he's over here and everybody still loves him the same. But man, he's getting heavy.
That's good. It's a great sign. It just shows you he's thriving, he's growing. He loves this new enclosure, and it's so good for him. Gives him a lot more room to grow, and yeah, he just loves it. Look at him. That's a happy face.
Ready? Smiled.
How old is he? He's over 40, right?
I think he's 52 now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
53?
say. Yep.
Which was crazy because the first time I ever came here, even before I worked here, I got to hold him. Everybody was like, he's 75 pounds. He's probably 50. Now he's actually like 120. So to be way back when and just like a foot and a half across his shell, and now he's 3 feet across.
That's awesome.
Insane. My jeans are wet.
All right, and of course, another one of Brian and basically everybody's favorite animals is Stitch. Stitch, of course, is our binturong. I have so many memories of when Stitch was a baby and just watching Brian carry him around, and Stitch used to always ride on his shoulders, and he loved to look all over his face and stuff like that. Brian was super, super excited when we finally got Stitch. It was just like, again, one of those memories that I will never ever forget, just watching Brian's face light up every time we got to feed him a bottle, or every time we do anything with him. And we got to take him a lot of cool places, the park and all sorts of stuff. One of my favorite things that Brian used to do with Stitch was every time he'd have a meeting like downstairs in the podcast, he would take Stitch with him, and Stitch would just be downstairs going absolutely crazy, and Brian never had a care in the world, you know. He used to let Stitch do whatever he wanted. So again, another one of his favorites, basically everybody's favorite. Alright guys, and now I bring you to mammal number 2. That's right, our second mammal ever, of course, was this big beautiful guy, Brillo, 6-banded armadillo, and we had so much fun with Brillo while he was growing up. He was just like a little crazy thing that we had no idea what we were doing, but we absolutely loved him. Again, so many memories of watching Brian run around the old Reptarium with Brillo following behind him. He like grew up so fast, it's crazy. It feels like just yesterday we were like holding him with one hand, and now he's this big, huge armadillo, bunch of attitude. Super awesome animal though. Got a ton of viral videos. He's got one very famous one actually with Gabby Nicole while him and her were having a great time. And we actually just dropped a video not too long ago that actually just hit 7.5 mil, and it's literally just Brillo running around. So again, super famous armadillo. Brillo, he's pooping now, so I'm gonna put him.
Obviously, you know, talking about monitors and all the reptiles and stuff, you cannot talk about Brian's favorite without talking about Baby Kush. So Baby Kush has a crazy backstory. You know, obviously Brian's good friend Forrest Fanning actually donated him to us, and that was a long time ago, and now Baby Kush is a crocodile monitor, a true beast, and one of the smartest animals I think we have, period. But again, he's still getting so much more enrichment over here too, and you can tell he's calmed down so much over the last couple of years because, well, one, we're standing, he's literally touching me with his tail. Watch your face. But he's not acting aggressive. He's not like chasing us out. I did touch him, so he moves. But that's just, you know, that's part of the crocodile monitor, how reactive they are. Why are you looking so big and bad and scary now, huh? Relax. Thank you. But like, he's coming out, he's doing shows. People are learning more and more about these lizards. I don't have any food. Well, now he wants to go for a walk. So he used to walk around the Reptarium and stuff all the time. And now in the mornings when we're not crazy busy, or even just without guests in public in general, he does get to come walk around Legacy. So he's been all the way over to the freshwater predator tank. He's been to the front, he's been to the back. He's been like looking at the capybara through the enclosure. So he just gets a lot more enrichment, lots more smells, and he just, like, you can see the way he thinks about everything. He's probably one of my favorite, obviously not only one of Brian's, but again, look how big this lizard has gotten. He's probably 9 feet with his tail.
Here we have Sunrise. Believe it or not, she's grown just a little bit. If you go back to the OG videos of when we got her and to what she is now,
Oh yeah.
let me tell you,
She is a big gal.
she is doing great. She's growing like crazy. And
She looks so big right now.
she is. So we just wanted to give you an update and show you. This girl definitely is growing and thriving. And honestly, she's one of our OG animal ambassadors.
Yeah.
We love her. Everybody loves it when they come and visit her, but look at how big and how good she's
She
doing.
used to be easy to get out. Like when I started, I think I was able to just get her out. Like like snaz, like
She used to be a one person.
There is no way.
And honestly, this is a difficult two person. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
She's
sweating.
heavy.
Yeah.
No, she's doing great. And believe it or not, This is a female. She's gonna get even bigger than this too. So, goodness gracious.
Yeah, she's shifting around. Yep, she's doing some stuff back here too. I don't know what she's doing.
She's just looking at the wall.
Okay.
It's fine.
Don't try to climb it, please.
It warms my heart to see how big she's getting, how good she's doing, and like I said, a huge part of us over here at Legacy, and definitely a fan favorite. There she is. Hey, Sunrose.
Do we look cute together?
You do look cute with her.
My
Brittany,
sister
there's your Brittany moment.
Okay. Brittany's berm was not this big. Let's be real.
No, it definitely.
Could you imagine trying to have a concert
wouldn't be able to do
with
that.
this on you?
All
Okay,
right.
let's put her back here.
Now we gotta figure out how to
So I'll turn
get
around.
her off.
I'll do a
It's an albino because of the way it is.
Like,
You needed the glasses to see that?
Yeah, I'm blind.
what are you doing?
I'm increasing the reptile knowledge.
Why do you kind of actually look good like that? I like it.
Actually, I can't see anything
Colorblind.
through these glasses, so it's okay.
Because I'm blind. And one that you guys might not remember or know too much about are these Sudan plated lizards. Let me tell you something. Brian was so excited when we got this group, and he was beyond the moon to be able to have these really cool animals. And honestly, I was so happy when we finally got to get them over here into the exhibit. They're just a really unique kind of lizard, different than most other things that we have. Really cool scales, long tails, but actually a really good personality and very cool. This is something that's very different. You're not going to find in most places, and we get to bring them out and people get to interact with them. So these were definitely on Brian's top list. He loved them, and you know what? They're doing amazing. Yeah, these guys have such unique scales and honestly feel so strange, so different. Honestly, if you're gonna sit here and try to compare to what it might be like, remember those little wooden toy snakes that you play with as a kid? That's kind of what these guys feel like when you're touching them. Very different, very unique, but also very cool.
Are those holes from her biting it?
Yeah, it's got a couple leaks on it.
Oh, jeez, my
I don't know, there's one on that side.
Yeah, there's one on that side too.
Yeah, there's a few holes. Oh! Oh, that was bad too.
Worse.
That was bad.
My goodness.
Somebody should clean the glass.
Yeah, Mike.
Who gave me the water gun, dude? This is an obvious one, right?
Yes, it's so.
Hi, girly. So I think I've watched the video of you guys unboxing salt and pepper for so many times, and they were just cute little albino alligator, and now she's 6 feet long and almost 65 pounds.
And obviously she's doing amazing. Like, we're so lucky to be able to have this amazing enclosure. She's loving it. She's thriving and doing good. She's grown a lot since we moved her in here, right?
Oh, it's so much. Like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
It feels like 8 feet long now, and then it's just, again, doing the shows and showing and educating people about American alligators and also albino alligators, and there's still less than 1,000 in the world and all of the things. And to see, like, everyone, when we come in here to feed, they're like, oh, they're gonna get eaten or any of that stuff. And it's like, no, you can work with crocodilians. You can't tame them. That's a fact. But Salt's been so good her entire life that we're able to do our shows and interact with her. You know, if you came to the Reptarium at any point, you probably held Salt. And now she's just too big to let people hold her all the time. But she's still just an amazing animal ambassador.
She is, and she's doing great. And honestly, we've talked about plans for the future too. Like, I know, like Mike said, we're doing certain things with her now, but we have lots of plans for the future for training in different ways that people can not hold her, but get to see cool interactions. So she's doing amazing now, but guess what? We still have a lot more plans, and she's got a lot more growing to do.
Yeah, she's gonna get a lot bigger, which is scary, but it's so cool. But even for a kid to come up and see her playing with a soccer ball is probably one of the coolest sounds in the world, because they're like, oh my god, she has a ball! And then she's just throwing it. Or using it like a squirt gun.
For sure. And I will say too, it's funny, again, this was a top animal for Brian, right? And I can tell you what, Salty here is #1 favorite for my grandson Nathan. He literally has the salty plushie. Every time he comes, first exhibit he wants to go to. We have the cutest pictures of him, and I really feel like that's Brian channeling through him, so that is very special too.
He's got good genes.
So we have Switch here, our albino pied Burmese python. Now, this was definitely something Brian was super excited about. He got this along with Trinity, our regular pied Burmese python. And let me tell you, these guys, as you can see, are no longer babies. Now, they're not huge yet because obviously it takes time to get big, but they have put substantial size on. Doing great. To be honest, they're both, each one of these animals are at a perfect size because this is something that a very little kid can hold as well as an adult. Honestly, I'm very happy to have them at this size, great interaction size, and let me tell you what, look at how beautiful this is. I mean, already you take that albino burn, but then you add that crazy white pied pattern. Who's not gonna love this? Doing so good, turning out so beautiful. I know that Brian would be so happy with the way this guy is looking, and I can't wait to see how it progresses even more, the bigger it gets. And here we have Bugatti, our beautiful Boland's python. Now this guy here is obviously a very, very special animal. He's not one you see very often at all. Was high on Brian's bucket list, and let me tell you, he was over the moon the day that we got him, and loved him every second of every minute he had with him. He is an awesome animal, definitely one of my favorites. I tell you what, these are an animal that you just have to appreciate, just the beauty, from the shape of the head to the awesome color and pattern and iridescence. They are an amazing, amazing species. We're so lucky to have them here. Definitely doing good and thriving. I'm so happy with how good he's doing, giving him this upgraded enclosure. And let me tell you what, definitely something that everybody who comes through the door loves to see. And we certainly can't do a video about Brian's favorites without mentioning Chopsticks. Now this guy is iconic, and you know as well as I do that he was over the moon, so thrilled when we got this animal. It's not an animal that it's available that much, especially not in a good condition and really survivable, right? Well, these guys have been doing amazing. They've grown a lot. Obviously, because they're conjoined in the way they are, he probably is not gonna quite reach the size of adulthood that a normal, just single-headed one would, but he's grown a lot since we've had him. He's feisty as ever. If I put my finger close enough, he will try to bite me. He has bitten me in the past, and it doesn't matter. Each head is just as feisty as the other, so it's not like one's nice and one's not, but he is a red-ear slider, and that's just what they do. He's doing great. He definitely is a favorite of everyone who come to visit, because where else can you go to see a two-headed turtle? And so there you go. This is Chopsticks, and he's doing great over here at Legacy. And here we have our amazing Bella. Now, you know she was probably Brian's literally #1 favorite animal, and rightfully so. What a majestic sweetheart she is. And she always had a really soft spot for Brian as well. She's very cat-like, and sometimes she doesn't like certain people, which I find hilarious, and others she loves, and everything is always on her terms, whether she wants pets or not. When she's down, it's okay. Pet me, give me love, and when she doesn't want it, boop, she runs right up there, and you can't get her if you want to. But she is an amazing animal. Obviously, she is a full-grown adult. We have had her for many, many years, and she is a staple at our place here at the Reptarium. And I know that people ask, why haven't we moved her over at Legacy? Honestly, it's because this is her cage, this is her habitat. She loves this habitat. She doesn't even like to come out to have it like cleaned and stuff like that. Like, it stresses her out not to be in here. So for us to move her in a completely new thing, honestly wasn't what's best for her. So she lives over here at the old Reptarium, at the annex, and she loves her cage. If you want to come visit her, you can come and do a private tour, or you can do the open hours, different things that we have here. But she is thriving, she's doing great, and like I said, she was definitely Brian's favorite animal. All right, we can't do a video about Brian's favorite animals without including this guy here. That's right, Tabasco. As you can see, he has the biggest attitude ever. And Brian loved him so much. See? Yes, he did. Even to the fact when he accidentally got bit by him, which was crazy in and of itself. But he is an amazing, beautiful animal. We've upgraded him into this bigger enclosure since we moved across the street. And honestly, he loves it. He's thriving, he's doing great. It's so fun to have him in this front window because we get people all the time that see him from outside and go, what is that? Because he's so bright and so beautiful. Right. I would say if we're gonna list a bunch of animals and ones that are top tier for Brian, Tabasco would definitely be on that list. And now here we are with Verde. So Verde obviously was very special to Brian. She was our first anaconda that we ever got, and we got her as a baby. And we had to go through almost a year of all kinds of crazy trials and tribulations just to get her to eat. If you guys go back through the videos, you'll see that. Brian was racking his brain trying to get this animal to eat. But once she kicked in, that was game over. She just started pounding food and growing. But it's funny because even though she's growing, anacondas grow at a very slow rate until they hit a certain size. And then it's like they explode. So they go through a couple different cycles. When she first started eating, she grew kind of a lot and then kind of stopped. She's at a point now to where she's kicked in, especially moving into this very large enclosure, to where she's really growing and she's growing fast. As you can see, she's the same size as Ariana, which is crazy. So it'll be really interesting to see these guys, how long it's going to take for them to grow to get to the size that Ivy is. I think we still have quite a bit of time, but it's so fun to watch the journey and see them grow and grow. And I definitely know that this just makes Brian happy, because if there's one thing he loved, it's definitely an anaconda.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.